All right, good day, everyone. Please kindly drop a message in the group if you can hear me clearly. Can I have a response from somebody who can hear me clearly? Hello, everybody.
Hello everyone. Please drop a hi or emoji if you can hear us, please. Drop hi or emoji if you can hear us.
All right, sorry for the break in transition, the slight technical error, but I think we can proceed now. Once again, welcome to Dripper. Welcome to Dripper Foundation, and welcome. This is our global community. All right, so today we are opening the floor for everyone to ask your questions. What are your doubts about Dripper? What are your doubts about, what are your goals? What are your expectations from the team and from the ecosystem? All right, I would love to give a basic summary. I'd like to give a basic summary of what our ecosystem is about. I'm sure many of us have an idea already. And for those who don't have an idea, I will be sharing my screen again and again. And I'm going to explain from scratch on what Dripper is about, and what we are building, and what our plans looks like, what we've achieved and what we are currently achieving, and what we plan to achieve as well. All right. Okay, so I want to believe everyone can see my screen. All right, that's the same website you've all seen. I'm just going to brush through it again. This is the Web 5 decentralized social media. And why do we call it Web 5 decentralized social media? It's going to be combining the power of Web 2 and Web 3 together. That is, in the Web 2, we have people that uses the social media. We have people that register with their phone number, with their email and password, with their social logins. And in the Web 3, we have people that log in and create accounts with just their wallet. All right, so what is the concept of Web 5? Web 5 is talking about Web 2 plus Web 3. Okay, but now a social media on a decentralized server. Currently, we are using Telegram as a platform to communicate. Although technically, Telegram works on in collaboration with an IPFS storage system, but it's not fully decentralized because the total access is still under the control of the founder and those monitoring and organizing the data. But we are building a system in which people's data will be on the block. And we all know what a blockchain is about. Probably you don't know anything about blockchain. I'm just going to give a basic summary. A blockchain is a record, is a distributed ledger that records data into distributed systems. That is one single data on multiple computers at the same time in such a way that it cannot be manipulated. because for you to change anything on the data, you need to have access to at least 51% of the computers, which we call nodes in the blockchain system. All right, so let me proceed. What is unique about our social media is that it's going to work on the operation of the Web 5, which is Web 2 and Web 3. It means even people who does not know about crypto, who does not know about blockchain, can use our social media and still enjoy the benefit of being a blockchain user. I'm still going to show us this as time goes on. All right, so what is Dripper building? We are building a platform that will make you to earn for what you love to do. We did an analysis recently on what people love to do most, and we realized that people love to chat a lot. People love to chat on the social media, and then the next thing people love to do is to engage in short videos. All right, so why Dripper Social Media App is an engage-to-earn platform that is building an algorithm system that instead of making the money for the VCs and for the people in the Silicon Valley, why not create a platform where it is owned by creators and users? And then these funds can be equally distributed the way it's supposed to be through using the blockchain technology. So who is Dripper meant for? Dripper is meant for corporations, it's meant for creators and crowdfunding or charity organizations. All right, we all know that Dripcoin is currently on the Binance Smart Chain. We have launched May 8, 2023. And we've been trading for over 2 months now. Then we have the tokenomics and the ecosystem, and we are planning currently to migrate into other chains, just the same way we've already said that. We're planning to migrate into Ethereum chain and possibly Arbitrum. But there might be a shift in transition. That's why I'm showing this now on this call, that Dripper's own blockchain is currently in review. And it means there is a possibility that we have Dripper's own native blockchain in the next few months. I can't give a specific date, but I can say in the next few months, we're going to have Dripper's own blockchain. Now, what is the advantage of Dripper's own blockchain? What is the difference between Dripper's blockchain and every other blockchain that we have there? We have all these things documented on our white paper. You can take your time to go through it. I don't want to take too much time talking about the project. I actually want to take much time receiving questions. Or I can say you can take your time to go through our white paper. You can just type white paper in the Telegram community. The bot is going to give you a reply of the direct link. All right, so what is special about DriipChain? And then why is DriipChain needed, even though we have over 50 blockchains currently? As at last year, over 50. As at this year, over 100 blockchains currently. Now, why is DriipChain needed? DriipChain is going to be the first EVM chain, EVM-based chain, that is a blockchain that can actually integrate and interface with any other Ethereum, any other blockchain running on the Ethereum virtual machine ecosystem, such as BSC and other ones that we all know. Now, DriipChain is going to be EVM compatible, but there's an additional cost with DriipChain, which makes us to create a new concept in which we call the proof of communism. The consensus algorithm of DriipChain is called the proof of communism. Now, what is the meaning of proof of communism? What do we mean by proof of communism? It means Bitcoin runs on proof of work. It means you need to run your virtual machine or your computer has to solve some algorithm and calculations before you can actually mine Bitcoin. Now, how does Dripcoin mining works? Just the same way it works on any other EVM compatible blockchain. It works on the consensus of delegated proof of stake. That is, the more we have, the more people stake, the more the blockchain can sustain itself. Now, beyond staking and being rewarded for staking, there's something we call activity energy. I believe you should have an idea of that if you're a user of the Dripper social media app. I mean the beta version currently. There's something we call Activity Energy. Activity Energy is going to be implanted into our blockchain system. That is, for every transaction on DriipChain, there's going to be an Activity Energy reward. And this Activity Energy reward can be used to, can be used for your next transaction fee. For example, if you are supposed to pay certain transaction fee, you can reduce your transaction fee by 10%, by 20%, by 50%, and also by 100%, depending on how much activity energy you've accumulated using the blockchain. And one of the basic things that is going to start with our blockchain is our on-chain social media app and our on-chain, obviously on-chain, Dripper Swap. We're already working on DriipSwap 2.0. I'm going to show us the UI today, how it looks like. The development has started as well. So we are launching these two basic products at the launch of our blockchain. And don't forget, we have 77 and more products that we still plan to launch under our ecosystem as a blockchain. And we are also in partnership with other ecosystems in which a lot of you know about. But there's one that many of you don't know about because we are just in talks with them. I'm going to leave that for my partner to talk about that because that's not my department. I'm in the development department. I'm going to update you on what is going on with our development. I'm going to leave that to my partner to take over once it's time for him to talk. All right. Now we've talked about DriipChain. We've talked about the blockchain. Now I'm going to talk about DriipSwap, which is what is currently under development. Why DriipSwap? Why do we need to have DriipSwap? We have a lot of swap already. What is the uniqueness about DriipSwap? All right. I'm going to share my screen and sorry, just a few minutes, please. Okay, let me just open the feedback. Okay, I wanted to open the code base and then run for us, but let me just open the UI. What we have in the UI is the same thing that is being implemented in the code base. All right. All right. I believe we can see my screen now. All right, so what is DriipSwap about? Why DriipSwap when we have PancakeSwap, when we have other swap? What is different about DriipSwap? Why should people use DriipSwap? I want to accept and I want to believe that what you are seeing on your screen is a very beautiful UI. I want to be sure of that before I proceed. If you love the UI of what you see, please drop a comment. Please, I want us to be realistic with this. If you don't love it, please drop a comment as well. If you love the UI that you are seeing on your screen of how our swap looks like, please, I want to receive responses. And if you don't love it, please drop yours. Just take a look at it. I think you can zoom in. If you are using your mobile phone, you can zoom in to check how it really does look like. I need a comment in the group. I need a comment in the group before I proceed. Hello. All right. All right. All right. Nice. Nice. Thank you, Hector. I got that. Looks good. Okay, let's proceed. What is Dripper about? I'm just going to show you the home page. There's a lot, but I'm just going to focus on the home page. The home page captures the whole ecosystem. It's a one-page website that when you get to, you have the function of what we have on PoolPoint, what we have on PancakeSwap, what we have on Uniswap. And then additionally, you see this, the first transparent and lightning fast trading social exchange. Now, I'm going to start from the wallet connection section. You see, you can connect with our swap with MetaMask, Wallet Connect, and you can also log in with your Dripper social media account. to interact with our on-chain DEX. And you can also log in with our partner Unstoppable Domain. All right. So this is one unique thing about our swap. You can log into our swap with your social media account, because the next launch of Dripper mobile app, the on-chain app, is going to have a privatized wallet, which is actually on-chain. All right. So the next uniqueness about DriipSwap is what you have here. We have the Dripper universe. We have the trade section. This is where you perform your trading activities. And then we have the swap section, which is something that looks like what you see here. And then we have the end section. This has a drop down of the staking and the liquidity pool. You can have to any liquidity pool and start earning. We have a statistics here that shows the algorithm of what is going on in the swap, the top leaderboard, the ongoing trade volumes. And one beautiful thing about trading on DriipSwap is that there is an automatic reward for top 10 leaders. That is top 10 people on the leaderboard, people who uses our swap the most, the top 10. There is a fee allocation that rewards them automatically. It means if you use DriipSwap so much, you are going to earn also from the platform itself. And then we are going to have our launchpad, an IDO where other projects can launch their project using DriipSwap. And then we're going to have a bridge because of multi-chain transaction, and our IFO as well. All right, so I don't want to go much into many details, but I believe we have a basic understanding. We have the leaderboard here, as you can see, referrals. You can refer and earn when you refer somebody to use DriipSwap. Any transaction your referral makes on DriipSwap, you are going to earn certain amount, certain percentage from it. And also we have developers API where people can connect with our swap to build, to receive transaction listening. And I believe if you're a developer, you would understand what this means. You can actually retrieve data from DriipSwap to build your own app and a lot of things. All right, and this place talks about Dripper Foundation as an ecosystem. And then we also have the affiliates. This is for listing managers, people who connect us with more projects to list on DriipSwap. They have a board where they can actually earn for connecting more projects to list on DriipSwap. And then we have our privacy policy. All right, so that is what I'm going to say for now about DriipSwap. I'm going to say a lot has been done about DriipSwap. This is just a taste. This is just a taste of what we are coming up with. All right. Prince, should I share the on-chain mobile app, or we should postpone that till the next AMA? I mean the social media app.
This is the first time having an AMA with the community. I think we should just tell them what we've been doing. Share with them, please.
All right. Thank you. Okay, sorry. I'm trying to find the file that explains it better. Just a few minutes, please. All right. Okay, we have a lot of questions from people. The current Dripper social media looks like any other thing on Facebook and maybe Twitter. What is the decentralized version of it? What is the blockchain aspect of it? Well, I'm glad to introduce to you today that Dripper is an on-chain social media app. And what you are using currently is what we call the beta version. So what is the beta version? Is the version we use to test, to get usability and also create more community before the real Dripper social media app will be launched. Now, how does Dripper social media app looks like? This is the onboarding screen, as you can see. This is the onboarding screen, and this is how the login interface looks like. On Dripper social media app, you can still log in with your Google account, your Facebook account, your Twitter, which is now X. You can log in with your Discord and every other social logins. You can also choose to log in with your email or your phone number. And you can also choose to log in with your wallet, which is already created. Now, any of these login options you choose, whether Google, whether Facebook, whether Twitter, or anything you use to log in, is going to, if it is a new account, if you did not choose to connect with an existing wallet, if you create a new account by signing up with email or social logins, it will automatically connect you to the blockchain and create a crypto wallet for you. And then the next thing you have on your screen is your private key. You copy your private key and then you continue, you set up your account, your profile picture, in which you can also, if you connected with an external wallet, it will detect the NFTs on your wallet, and then you can use your NFT as a profile picture, or you can upload offline from your mobile phone or your system, depending on whatever you are connecting with. And you can also upload your banner, and then you're going to choose your username, which is actually going to be a Web3 domain name. You have 7 days to redeem your Web3 domain name before another person can claim it away from you if you don't choose your domain name. For example, let's say this person chooses a username Daniels.f. This username is going to be reserved for him for 7 days. So it means after setting up your profile, you need to deposit some coin or crypto into your wallet to be able to, for gas fee, depending on the blockchain you select, whether Ethereum or BSC or Drip chain or any other blockchain we are going to integrate. You are going to choose your gas fee and mint your you're going to mint your domain, which is your username. So it means your identity is on the blockchain, and then the next thing is to set up and configure your social media app, and boom, you have what looks like this on your mobile app. I want to believe we all enjoy what you see on your screen. All right, so this is Dripper, and this is your, let me try to see if I can actually play what it looks like for us. All right, my time is almost up. So I'm just going to show the homepage how it looks like. So on your Dripper mobile app, you can add your story, and then you are going to see posts, which are actually drips for you, for people you are following, popular posts. If you want to check only posts that are on-chain or recent or retweeted posts. All right, this is how Dripper mobile apps looks like. Sorry, I had a very serious technical issue right now. Just for the sake of this meeting, I will just have to share some of the UI to the group after the call so that we can have an idea of how it looks like. Few minutes, please. All right. I will just share my screen and then pick it up from here. Okay, so this is how our on-chain app looks like. Now you can see stories, and then now when you want to make your post, you can choose to make your post on-chain or off-chain. I'm going to explain. When you make your post off-chain, you are not going to earn anything for that post. It's just a normal post on the social media. Whether your post is on-chain or off-chain, everything still goes into a decentralized platform. We are using an IPFS storage system for all media files on Dripper. So it means we cannot access or change or remove them, because it will all be managed by a smart contract on the blockchain. So whether your post is on-chain or off-chain, it is going into a decentralized server. Okay, when you make your post on-chain, that is what you see that we have here. This is how on-chain post looks like. And then what you see in this corner, you can see this post has earned 79.3 DRP. And then when you try to click on this 79.3 DRP, you are going to see a breakdown of how this 79.3 DRP is. For every like on every on-chain post, which are drips, for every like on any on-chain drips, there's a certain fee to be paid for that. For every comment on on-chain post, there's a fee. For every redrips, there is a fee, which goes to the creator of the post. So what is the essence of this? We are allowing content creators to earn directly from the blockchain system. And also, how does users benefit from engaging on-chain posts? They also earn activity energy in reward for their next transaction on the block. Now, for posts who are not going on-chain, they will just be a normal post that people can engage without a reward. There is a lot more in the chat system, in the story system, in the movies section, in the we have the shorts as well, which we call drops. We have the short section for short videos, and there is gifting, which is all on-chain, and you can also choose not to interact on-chain. So I'm going to pause here. There's still a lot we are still bringing up together about our social media, in which we will continue to reveal to the community. Thank you very much for giving me the audience. I would like to invite my partner to proceed from here, and then we can start receiving questions. Thank you very much. This is Spend Digital Labs.
All right, thank you, Spence. Thank you very much. So, hello everyone. I'd like to give a brief breakdown on what we've actually achieved since the beginning of this project. Actually, not the beginning, since when we launched publicly, which is May 8th, 2023. So we've been able to get into partnership with over 10 projects, which are not just meme projects. We partner with innovative brands that have their own products as well. And we are partnering with them in hopes to integrate Draper with their platforms as well. So we can attract more of their community members into our community. So we have a lot of volunteers within us on this call at this moment, and then they've been able to assist us in terms of funding the project, in terms of the mutual interest of the community as well. Okay, they've been able to give us brainstorms, advices and everything. So we actually appreciate every bit and every sweat of everyone, including the community members that have been giving hype in the community. So we appreciate everyone and we expect more from you. Together we can make this project great. We believe that. So last week we got an invitation, a collab invitation from a big project. So, and then based on the fact that we are an innovative project, so we were told to give them a formula in terms of how we build Reaper. And the fact is we can't give them that though, but all we are after is to collab with that project. And once we collab with that project, we can gain more hype on our project and how we continue building our project. So our plan for the future, which we've actually worked on, and then we've been working on some, and we are planning on working on some as well. So some of them includes the DriipTalk, which Spent has already told us about, and we have some plans with it, which we are going to share more on it in the future AMAs. So starting from next week, though, we are going to be having consecutive AMAs in the community. So as well as we have rebranded our logo, which you are going to see all that, and I hope you've seen it on the UI. So we are going to rebrand our logo to tell people what Dripper really is about. So a logo that actually shows the concept behind the name Dripper. So that is what we are actually rebranding our logo into. Okay, I think some people are asking questions. We are going to answer questions after I'm done with this. So we're going to start asking questions. You can start dropping your questions, please, everyone. So I think we've done that already. No sneak peeks again. So I think let's just start questions. Let's start getting your questions, please. Everybody drop your questions. We are going to share the video. We are going to upload the video of this AMA on our official YouTube channel, and we are going to share the link here. So if you have any questions, or if you want to share the link with your community or your friends, you can share it with them. It's going to make them understand more about Reaper. So let's start getting your questions. You can raise up your hands now if you have questions. Raise up your hands if you have questions so we can unmute you. Please raise up your hands. Okay, I think Sarah has a question. Sarah, please unmute yourself and speak. Sarah Hem, please unmute yourself and speak. All right. Hector, please unmute yourself. I think Sarah is not with us.
Sarah, type it on chat.
Oh, okay. Let me check. How will the migration to other chains work? Okay, yeah. Actually, that is the reason why we are adding the bridge system to DriipSwap. So it will help our community members migrate from our BSC chain to the Ethereum or Arbitrum or any chains Bitcoin is on. So we also have plans of bringing more projects on that bridge, but we are starting with DriipCoin. Hope I answered the question. Excellent.
Yes, thanks.
Oh, you're welcome. Okay, let me read a question of Sarah. As long as there is no reduction for supply and we will keep it, then let's launch Ethereum too. Also, and we'll lock supply for Ethereum for a certain period. Yes. We have all that in plan. Sorry. We have all that in plan. Yeah. We are going to actually the plan is to launch. We are actually canceling out this BSC version for now, though we are going to cross-chain back to BSC, but we are canceling out this BSC version and then launching afresh on Ethereum. Okay, so then we are going to move our liquidity there as well. Okay, so and then host a pre-sale and all sorts, which is going to be announced in the community. So we are also going to be following the same supply as at now, and also the bond supply also. We are going to bond the supply. the one we've bond, which is the 5 million plus, we are going to bond them. So it can also, merge with the current BSD version. So then we cross chain back to it using our bridge, which is on DriipSwap. Yeah, actually, the utility of DriipCoin is really, really broad. Actually, according to the questions of SS Lee, the utility of DriipCoin is really, really broad. It's the currency of the Dripper ecosystem. And the fact is, now on DriipSwap, something unique that you need to understand. Whenever a token wants to list on DriipSwap, okay, they need to add the liquidity. So based on the fact that DriipSwap is our own, native DEX, decentralized exchange. So the default pair that we gave for DriipSwap will be DriipCoin. So whenever you want to list your token, the default pair that you see there is DriipCoin. So which means that you need to buy some DriipCoin and host it as the pair of your token before you can list your token. Not that you can use BNB or USDT or BUSD, but our token is the major pair for the exchange. That's for just DriipSwap. And then in terms of, payments or off stuffs using the Drip wallet, using Drip Pay, which we are going to elongate on that later in our other AMAs. So DriipCoin is going to be used for the payment services, payment for the gifting and everything, including the one of the on-chain posts. So that's the purpose of DriipCoin. It's going to be used for all financial aspects of Dripper ecosystem. Actually, based on our estimation for the price, we can't just, give you a particular, thoughts of ours, but our plan is to raise the market cap of DriipCoin and also the price. So the volume of DriipCoin is going to increase a lot, including the price itself and the market cap. So that's our plan. That's what we are working on for this Ethereum chain. Yeah, exactly, Sarah. And that's what we are planning to do. Actually, Aisha, we are working with some incubators, which are marketers. Actually, we are working with some marketers, which we are paying from our own pocket for that. Okay, so we are paying from our own pocket for that. So they'll be the one to help us to do the search raise, and then we will launch on DriipSwap.
Okay, somebody's asking a question about Bitmat. I think I'd love to address that. Okay, we made a deal with Bitmat listing and it has not been cancelled. It cannot be cancelled, okay? Why have we not listed on Bitmat currently? Is because of a breach in understanding of agreement. And until they subject to our terms, before we would like to proceed with the deal. I don't know if you get that now. So the contract with Bitmat cannot be cancelled. We are surely going to list on Bitmat. There's a lot of things we are still waiting for from Bitmat. A lot of questions we are still waiting, and also our project. One of the things that we also need as an ecosystem is more volumes. So these things works hand in hand together. But surely, soon or later, we're going to finally list on Bitmat. So Bitmat listing is confirmed. It can happen anytime from now.
Actually, yeah, let me proceed with that. So the thing is, the reason why we've not listed on Bitmat, apart from the breach in agreement, was due to the low volume we were having back then. So we were thinking of, we had to watch the market. Okay, we're in the bad market. So listing on Bitmat would be like, waste of opportunity. So we had to put a pause on that, waiting for the right moments to get the listing done. Okay. So, and we will do that in this either Ethereum chain or when we launch the Drip chain. So we are going to have a lot of, top tier listings So that's part of our plan. If you check the moon map, you see it there. So a lot of listing is part of our plan. Yeah, we're working on collaborations and partnerships. Yeah. We are always working on that. We have a BDM also working on that as well.
Dripper is booked for certain events starting from this month, and we're also looking towards Binance Matching Week. We are not assured, but we're already taking steps in line with that too. So we are looking forward to both physical part and more online network partners. All right, yeah.
Yeah, we are actually attending. I think we announced that in the public before. I think we told the community we are attending the Binance Day talk in Turkey. We are attending there. So to get in touch with more, big names in the crypto space, so it can help with, the voice behind Dripper actually. So any other questions, please? We need more of your questions. Any other questions, please?
I think, okay, someone is typing.
So in absence of no questions for now, so I would like Spence to actually give us the update on that, but I think I should just go on with that. So we've been able to increase the numbers of our developers in terms of programmers and all UI designers, everything. So we currently have 11 developers in the Dripper Foundation that are helping with building our utilities. Like we said earlier, we have 77 plus utilities in our ecosystem. That's the reason we are calling it an ecosystem. Okay, so we are building unlimitedly. Okay, just to make the project more full and then provide each of the utilities we have its own reason for launching it. Not just that we are launching it for fun or to make the money or stuff like that. So there's a reason behind launching each utility. For example, Drip Pay. Now this Drip Pay is more like Coinbase, the Coinbase payment gateway. So you have to pay through our payment gateway for the funds to get to our server. Okay. For example, you want to make a payment for someone through Dripper, which is going to be on chain. Okay. But you want to pay with card, or you want to pay with your credit card or debit card. You have to pay through something. Okay. So that's what Dripper is for. All right. So we're also launching that to get more collaborations, to get to partner with more projects so that we can increase the hype on Dripper Foundation. So that's the main thing of our ecosystem and the reason we are building a lot of it. Of course, yeah, man. So any other question, please? We are waiting for questions. 10 more minutes for questions, please. We are going to be waiting for questions. That's what they asked me anything event is for. That's what the AMA is for you to ask those questions. So we are waiting for questions. Okay, so we are going to be picking the best questions, actually. So it's best for you to ask your questions now. Yeah,
Sure, we're
yeah.
open to
Okay. Proceed.
yeah. We're open to AMA with any community. We're also in talks with some communities currently, in which we are going to review um once the deal is contracted. Okay, a lot of projects do not focus on the real token utility. Can you explain how Dripper works in the system and how I guess you joined the AMA call lately? If I'm going to answer your question, it means we need to restart this section over again.
I'm
I
going
will,
to share the link. I'm going to share the link to the AMA recording. So once we are done, so you can start watching again. Saif Ullah Khan. I hope I get that. I hope I got that right. So you can watch the AMA again. Okay. So we are giving out 7,000 DRPs to top best questions actually. So we're going to be picking that after the AMA. So okay, yeah. About the big announcement. So we can't say it's a big announcement though. It can only be big announcements to you guys, but we've been telling you guys about it. So we said we are going to be launching Drip Swap. We said we are going to be launching Drip Chain, which we are probably we are going to start the test net this year, the end of this year. So that's the big event that we can say we are actually thinking about. But any other thing that comes in between, we are going to announce that. We're going to let you guys know. So that's certain. Yeah, the next plan is to launch Drip Swap. And then by launching Drip Swap, we have a lot of things to come along with it. Okay. So a lot of things is going to come with it, which includes, more partnerships, onboarding a lot of projects to our ecosystem, getting them to, use the name of Dripper and also to use our token as the peer of their own tokens on DripSwap. So it's going to help our project in many ways. In many ways. Okay. So about the initial thoughts and motive behind Dripper. Okay, that's a long thing. I think that would be for another day. Let me just brief it. So the purpose of Dripper is to be philanthropic, actually. So everyone is using the social media just like we are doing right now, and we are burning out data subscriptions just to interact with each other. So we had a thought like, what if you can get rewarded, or if there's something that could pay you in return for your time on the social media? So that's what brought about the innovations behind Dripper ecosystem. So everything in the Dripper ecosystem is built in a way that it rewards you for your time on that particular utility. So, and that is what the activity energy is about. Activity energy. So both of those words are coined out from that concept of Dripper ecosystem. Yeah, we will. That's what we said. We'll be attending the Binance Day in Turkey, which is Istanbul actually. Where we'll be attending there. We've already booked our visa already, so we are going there. Yeah, it will be. Yeah, exactly. It will be. you can actually advertise your products, your brands on Dripper, on-chain or off-chain, on the new Mainnet app. So you can do that. So we are going to be sharing more of the Dripper Mainnet app in the next AMA. So due to some technical issues that we are facing down here, so we're going to be sharing more of that so you can understand more. There's a lot. That's just the home page that it was talking about before that technical issue actually happened. So there's a lot. We've not gone to the chat section yet. We've not gone to the wallet section yet. We've not gone to the drops section yet. So there's a lot in that one single app. That's why we call Dripper a all-in-one app. It is meant to be an everything app. So that's what Dripper is about. Any other questions, please? 3 minutes more. Okay, quick tip for everyone on the call. Okay, so perhaps, I think Spence actually explained that during the time that he was talking about Drip Swap. So he mentioned the listing partner for Drip Swap. So if you are interested in that, send me a DM. So, and then I'm going to send you a form that we're going to fill in, which will include a lot of criteria which you have to pass before you can actually join the listing as a listing partner. So you can DM me if you're interested in that. So without further ado, I think this is going to be the end of today's AMA. So I'm happy to speak with you all today. Very, very happy. So Spence, should we end the call now?
Yes, please. The winner of the giveaway will be announced shortly after the end of the call. I'm going to analyze the questions and just pick randomly. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. So I'm going to be sharing the AMA recording shortly. All right. Thank you.